Hey everyone, it's Vanessa, and tonight is pizza night. I have to be honest with you, I have been looking forward to this day the entire week. It's absolutely my favorite, and it's all gonna come right from my kitchen. So check this out, see how quick and easy peasy it is, and see how even your whole family can get involved in having pizza night at your house for just a fraction of a price of eating out, right? So I've got everything ready to roll here. I've got my pastry mat out. I'd like to start with this, especially because it has the big circle on here so we can see about how big we need it, so you don't have to be guessing, okay? So I have some flour. We're just gonna put it on there, and truth be told, I cheat with dough. So I've been very upfront with you that I'm not a baker. I don't mix up my dough and do that. Occasionally I will, but not very much. So Aldi does it a great job at this pizza dough, so we're gonna go with that. So you can get this in the refrigerated section in Aldi. I love these. We stock up with them all the time. So I'm just gonna take out the dough here, just kind of mush it around a little bit. It's not probably as risen as what it could be, and you know what, if you want to, you can always throw it like in your pressure cooker and proof it a little bit, but we're just gonna go like this because I am starving, okay? So we don't want to be wasting any time. So I'm just gonna pull this out. You can stretch it, you can do your thing. I am not to the point where I can throw it above my head and catch it and do crazy tricks. If you can do that, I would love for you to share that with me, because that would be super duper fun. All right, also adds an extra element of fun to family cooking night. Okay, so I'll just give this a shake here, stretch it out a little bit more, and I'm actually not doing a circle for this one. I have one cooking already so that I can show you when this video is done in real time, right? So I'll show you what I'm doing, but I only have one circle pan. The other one here is square, so I've got this kind of stretched out. I'm going to use this square pan, and I'm going to show you why in just a second, because we are going to elevate this to a stuffed crust. It's my absolute favorite thing. My daughter actually had the idea to do it a couple weeks back, and she's like a rock star because it's so yummy, and it reminds me of the stuffed crust that we used to get when I was growing up. I don't even know if they make them anymore. Do they? I have no idea. Okay, so we'll just give this a stretch. Just go like this. Make it just like a square. Whatever pan you have at home, just make it work, okay? So we're gonna do that. I've got about 5, I think, strings of string cheese. So we're just gonna kind of wrap it right inside here and wrap it around. You can, actually I'll wrap it this way so it goes up underneath and you can't see the thing. So I have these opened up already. I only had 5 left. They're light, so it's healthier and I can eat more, right? So this sounds terrible, but I actually have only 2 of these in tonight, one for me and one for my husband. So nobody's gonna judge, all right? Pizza's one of those favorite American pastimes. So I'm just gonna kind of stretch these around in here. If you want to use the 5th one, you totally can, or just do the 4 and break the 5th one into pieces. If you have more than that, you know, make it go all the way around. I was just using up the ingredients that I had in my house. So just stretch like that, and hopefully it'll be ooey and gooey and go around to the pieces that aren't covered anyway. So you can totally do that if you want with the extra one. I'll just use 4 tonight. So stretch it out however you can. We've got most of it covered up here. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the best pizza sauce in the planet. I'm serious. So it's the Fermano's pizza sauce. I love this stuff. I used to use just regular spaghetti sauce, but this is so thick and seasoned, and it is amazing. If you've never tried it, you need to get your hands on it, seriously. So I'm just gonna spread some of this right on top here. So for about two pizzas is about 1 can. And if there's leftover, use it for dipping, because this crust is going to be totally dippable. All right, so love. So just pour. I like using an offset knife for this because it's easier than like a spatula. You just kind of get it where it needs to go and just kind of shove it around there. It looks like it's starting to shrink a little bit, so I'll have to just stretch it a little bit more before I do it. Just dump some more on here. All right, and here's a fun tip too. Don't just use it as pizza sauce. Use it in your goulash, use it for dipping, put it on your meatballs. My goodness, just about anything Italian, and you're gonna have it made, all right? So just do it just like that. Now, one of the best parts is the cheese, right? Everybody's gotta have cheese on your pizza, unless you have like, I don't know, a specialty one, but you want to have the cheese because it's yum-alicious. So let me just put this aside and grate your cheese, okay? I always preach about grating your cheese. You have to do it because it is, in the long run, it's cheaper, it's going to melt faster when you're cooking, and it's just going to taste better. And it doesn't have all of those like weird anti-sticking agents in them of the bags and the containers that you get at the store, all right? So always make sure that you are grating your own cheese. So here's one of my tips for you if you're grating mozzarella. So I always get my mozzarella in this, I'm a big Aldi shopper, so everything comes from there. But I always get it in the block. Here's your tip. Because sometimes it gets all like soft and mushy and it's hard to grate. Pop it in the freezer for a little bit. It'll make it easier for you. And then just get a good coarse grater, and it makes it a snap. So I always do all of mine right away when I buy it. That way I don't have to worry about doing it later. Just use it up as you need it, and you're gonna taste the difference. You're gonna be like, oh my word, it's so much better. And in all reality, it doesn't even take that long to grate, okay? So some people think that, oh my word, it takes forever. It really does not. You have a few minutes in your day, I promise you, okay? And it's gonna save you money, so there's that, right? So just put some of this mozzarella down on here, and now you're probably thinking, but I always buy the shaker Parmesan cheese. Don't do it, okay? You wanna be shredding your own Parmesan too. So I normally do mine, this sounds like a real cheating method. I do it in my deluxe cooking blender back here. I just put it on pulse for like 14 seconds or something crazy like that, and it is done in no time, and it comes out like snow. Super duper easy. But actually what I'm going to show you here is so always buy it in the wedge too, or if there's any other way that Parmesan might come, right? So I've got my cup zester here, and this is super handy because this is just like using a fine grater, except for it has a little cup here right on the bottom, so you can just store it right in there if you don't use it all right away. So you just grind just like this. So you can either do it all at once or just do it as you need. So I've got that. It's got actually a little measuring cup on the bottom too, so I can see exactly how much I've got in here. So it's real handy that I can kind of just see that. So if you're measuring out what you're using, that is a great task. But I always say measure chocolate, cheese, and garlic with your herb. Okay, so actually I need to get moving because the other pizza is done already. So I'll just put this off to the side in just a sec. So we're gonna put all of this cheese on here. Yum, yum, yum. It's got this like little windshield washer thing on the bottom, so I can, and it all comes off too. So let me pull this other one out, and then we're gonna put the pepperonis in, and it's gonna be like all good. But you can't see this yet, okay? Okay. And here is a fun caveat to tell you. I actually am making these in my air fryer. Love, 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 because especially with warmer weather coming, you don't have to throw it in the oven, heat up your house and all of that riffraff. It's just gonna be so much easier and you'll be like, oh. Okay, so we've got our cheese here, we've got everything else. Now we just need some pepperoni. Again, another Aldi find here. I could probably be like a representative for Aldi. All right, so we'll just throw all of these right on here. I also will occasionally press some garlic before I put the sauce down. When you press the garlic, you're getting like all these essential nutrients and stuff right inside your meal. So again, you can kind of like make it seem like it's healthier, right? So just put this right on top here. I love making supreme pizzas too. One of my favorites. Put up some, I just get the sausage links and just chop them up and put them on top. Or I will add some ham and peppers and onions and all of those yummy things right on top. And so one of my favorite things is that this sauce is so delightfully seasoned, you don't really need to add anything else to it. But just for fun, I'll just put some Italian herb right on top here. And that is it, okay? Easy, easy peasy. I'm gonna pop this in the air fryer on 425 for 11 minutes, and it's gonna come out perfect. So give me just a sec. I'm gonna show you the other one, and we are gonna get rolling. So, if I can pull this over here, let me pull out a hot pad, lift these up. And here is this pizza. Look at those big bubbles. It's seriously my favorite part. It turned out so great. I love how crispy it is and how perfectly, this is, you know, obviously a round one, like maybe your kids are more used to. I grew up on Nardone, so like square doesn't faze me at all. All right, and so the big test, it's nice and crispy, but now we're gonna slice it into pieces. I love using shears, pizza shears. Who would have ever thought, right? But it makes so much sense because you don't have to like, and you don't want to ruin your pan anyway. So I'm just gonna grab a hold here and just snip, snip, snip. And that is it. We're gonna, oh, listen to that crunch. It's gonna be so delightful. I can't even wait. So I don't know what the serving size is for this. Maybe one. Maybe you can share. Just, it sounds better if you say two. Weight Watchers probably would disagree with me, but super delightful, very, very easy. I pulled this together in no time flat. This is a fun activity for the kids to do. You can make it healthier with different ingredients, but whatever, right? It's pizza night. So I hope I gave you some great ideas. I'm gonna get going because I'm starving and I can't wait to dig my teeth into this. So you guys have a great day. I'll catch you soon. Bye.